In every high school, there are a few names everyone knows at Northwood High. One of those names was Ethan. He was the star quarterback, the guy with the easy smile and a kind word for everyone. He moved through the crowded hallways like a ship sailing through open water, effortlessly popular, admired by all. And then there was Lily. She was the quiet observer, the girl who sat in the back of the classroom, her world contained within the pages of her sketchbook. To most, she was practically invisible, a whisper in the loud, boisterous symphony of high school life. While girls vied for Ethan's attention and guys wanted to be his friend, Lily was content in her own little bubble. She found beauty in the small things. The way the sunlight filtered through the leaves of the old oak tree outside the library, the intricate patterns of a spider's web, the quiet focus on a classmate's face as they solved a math problem. These were the things she drew, capturing the overlooked magic of the everyday. She never expected anyone, least of all Ethan, to notice her. But Ethan noticed. He had a secret of his own. Beneath the popular jock exterior was a guy who appreciated art in quiet moments. He'd often find himself glancing over at Lily in their shared English class. He wasn't looking at her the way others did, if they looked at all. He saw the intensity in her eyes when she was sketching, the small, shy smile that would appear when the teacher read a particularly beautiful line of poetry. He saw a depth and a quiet strength that intrigued him more than any loud declaration of popularity. One afternoon, the annual school charity fair was in full swing. The gym was buzzing with activity, filled with bake sale tables and game booths. Ethan was, as usual, at the center of it all, running a football toss game. A crowd had gathered, cheering him on. Across the gym, tucked away in a corner near the bleachers, Lily had her own small table. She was selling her sketches to raise money, beautiful charcoal drawings of the school and its students, captured in candid, thoughtful moments. But her corner was quiet. People would walk by, give a quick glance, and move on, drawn to the louder, flashier booths. Lily's shoulders slumped a little with each person that passed. She started to feel that familiar sting of being invisible, of her art, her passion, being overlooked. She began to pack up her drawings, her heart feeling heavy. Just then, Ethan, having taken a break from his booth, started wandering through the fair. He saw Lily packing her sketches away. He'd seen her drawings before, glimpses of them in her sketchbook during class, and had always been impressed. He walked over to her table. "Hey, you're not leaving, are you?" he asked, his voice gentle. Lily looked up, startled. "Oh, hi, Ethan. Yeah, I think so. It's not really. No one's really interested." She gestured vaguely at her near-empty corner. "Are you kidding me?" Ethan said, picking up a sketch of the old oak tree. "These are incredible. You have a real gift, Lily." He looked at the drawing, truly seeing the detail and the emotion she had poured into it. "How much for this one?" Lily's eyes widened. "You want to buy it?" "Absolutely," he said, pulling out his wallet. In fact, he turned to face the crowd in the gym. "Hey, everyone," he cut out, his voice easily, carrying across the noisy room. "You guys need to come over here and check this out. Lily's art is amazing." Suddenly, all eyes were on them. Heads turned. The crowd, drawn by Ethan's magnetic presence, started to drift over to Lily's corner. People who had walked right past her minutes before were now leaning in, looking at her drawings with newfound interest. "Wow, Ethan's right," one girl said. "This is really good." "Did you draw this?" another asked, pointing to a portrait. Within minutes, a line had formed at Lily's table. Her sketches, once ignored, were being sold one after another. Lily was a whirlwind of activity, her face flushed with a mix of surprise and happiness. For the first time, she wasn't invisible. She was seen, and it was all because of Ethan. After the rush died down and the last sketch was sold, Lily turned to Ethan, her heart overflowing with gratitude. I don't know how to thank you," she stammered, her voice thick with emotion. Ethan just smiled that warm, easy smile of his. "You don't have to thank me. I just showed them what I already saw." His gaze was direct, and in his eyes, Lily saw something she'd never seen before. Genuine admiration. "I've been watching you for a while," he admitted, a little shyly. "The way you see the world. It's different. It's beautiful. I'd love to see more of it, if you'd let me." That was the beginning. After the charity fair, Ethan started making a point to talk to Lily every day. He'd wait for her after class, ask her about her latest drawing, and actually listen to her answers. He'd sit with her at lunch, much to the confusion of his popular friends. "What do you see in her?" His best friend Mark asked one day. "She's so quiet." Ethan just shrugged. "You guys just don't get it. She's one of the most interesting people I've ever met. She's real." He invited her to walk with him by the lake, and they talked for hours. Lily, who was usually so reserved, found herself opening up to him. She told him about her passion for art, her dreams of traveling, and her fears of not being good enough. Ethan listened, and he understood. He told her about the pressure of being the star athlete, the feeling of having to live up to everyone's expectations, a side of him no one else ever saw. With Lily, he didn't have to be Ethan the quarterback. He could just be Ethan. Their connection deepened, blossoming from a quiet friendship into a gentle, sweet romance. They were an unlikely pair in the eyes of their peers, the most popular boy and the invisible girl. But to them, it made perfect sense. Ethan gave Lily the confidence to share her art and her voice with the world. With his encouragement, she submitted her portfolio to a prestigious art competition and, to her utter astonishment, won first prize, and Lily gave Ethan a quiet space where he could be himself, away from the cheers of the crowd. She showed him the beauty in the ordinary, the art in the everyday. She drew him, not as the football hero, but as the boy with the thoughtful eyes and the kind heart. It was his favorite portrait. Their story became a quiet lesson at Northwood High. It showed that true value isn't about popularity or fitting in. It's about seeing the unique qualities in a person that everyone else overlooks. It's about having the courage to love what you love, regardless of what anyone else thinks. Ethan didn't just fall for the quiet girl in the back of the class. He fell for her incredible talent, her unique perspective, and the beautiful soul that had been there all along, just waiting for someone to finally see her. And in seeing her, he found a part of himself, too. It's a reminder that sometimes the greatest treasures are the ones hidden in plain sight, and the most noble hearts are the ones who take the time to look. Thanks for watching. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories that celebrate the beauty in us all. See you next time.